Right, welcome back to another project by Jay. For today's project, we got a dash cam. So this was sent out to me from Mangoal. This is how the box looks like. And we're going to do an unboxing and then we'll do an install. And this one's actually going in my sister's car, which is a 2022 Toyota Rav4. So let's go ahead and start with the unboxing. Wrapper out of the way. Oh, looks like it slides out. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Lifting the box. Okay, there we go. All right. I believe this, so there's two versions of this. One, it's just the front dash cam, and then the other one has the front and the rear dash cam. So these are your instructions. This is your little cover plate that mounts with the dash cam. So this one is nice. As you can see, that's the dash cam. It goes right over the existing cover. So it does have to be specific with the car. And this is the rear camera. And that looks like a GPS. Okay, you got your GPS. And okay. I thought it was a microphone because it was wrapped in foam, but it's just a little port. And some zip ties. And all of this should be compatible with your phone. So let's go ahead and take all of this and get it installed into the car. Right, so this is the car that's going into. And as you guys can see, it's going to go over this little spot right here. So that's why it comes with that plate. And then there's already power in here. So all you're going to do is just plug and kind of just tap in and pull from that power. All right, so in order to get this off first, I think all you do is you just slip it down or push it down. It should just come off. Oh, there we go. Let's see how you get this plate off. Give me a sec. Let me try to figure it out. All right, that took a little finessing, but if you guys can see, you could take off this plate. So you guys can see there's these two little tabs right there on the side. And all you're going to do is just push this side in, and at the same time, you're going to push it down. So push it in, push it down. Well, I only got one hand right now, but yeah, if you have two hands, you'll push this tab right here in, push it down. Same thing with this side. And then once you got those two tabs out of the way, it should just slide off and you should be able to take it off. So yeah, you guys can see this is it. And then the unit's the same way, as you can see. And that's our camera right there. So it's gonna be sleek. It's gonna be out of the way. So the unit did come with a 128 gigabyte memory card. We'll open that up and we will slide it in. If I could find out where to put it. All right, so the memory card goes right on the side right here. So we'll go ahead and open it up and stick that in. There we go. All right, and as you can see, we're going to tap into this power module right here, or we're going to pull power from here at least. Just unplug it, and then grab your little adapter, and we're going to plug into here, And then this side goes straight to your dash cam, and this will go in that slot that we took it out of. So let me do that real quick. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is just go ahead and start taking these apart. This is the rear camera, which connects to here. And then this other one should be the GPS, and then we'll hook that up, and then we'll find somewhere to mount it. The GPS, I'll probably leave somewhere over here, maybe try to hide it, or I'll probably hide it in here. If there's enough room, I'll probably hide it in there. And then, of course, the rear camera, I'll probably run it along this headliner all the way back. And then it comes with those little sticky pads that you can put on the window, so I'll probably do that. Just stick it on the window. And yeah, we're almost there. All right, I was running into a little bit of issue trying to slide this back on because I have the GPS also stuffed inside here. So it was taking up a little bit of space, but if you're able to mess around with it, you should be able to fit everything in there and still be able to slide it back on. All right, so I'm running the rear camera wires right now. I got it tucked up there, kind of just around this where the cloth stops or the headliner stops. So I'm just got it running around here and just along the edge over here, kind of behind this rubber gasket. As you can see, that's the wire. And then now I'm just running behind here. You want to run it along the edge because right above here are the airbags. So you don't want it blocking the airbags if the airbags should ever get deployed. So I just tucked it all the way back here in the corner, kind of where the rubber is. And now I'm just going to run this back. And then I got to figure out where to transition from the headliner to the door, or to the trunk door. We'll see once I get there. Still got to finish feeding this. So reason why I say I want to make it easier transition from there to here is because the door does open back and forth, and last thing you want to do is when it's closed you have a loop like this in the car, you know what I mean? So I have to figure something out. All right, so this is how I got it mounted. I know it's not going to be the best looking, but for now it does work. I was able to run it underneath all this zip tie, and these 3 little tabs I was able to pop off and just coil it up in here, and then zip tied it. Let's see how it looks on the inside once I close it. Okay, there is that loop, which is not going to be aesthetically good looking. All right, I know I said I didn't want to leave a loop like this, but it was necessary for when you're opening the door. And plus, if I was going to run it through the trunk door, I would have needed an extra 3 to 4 feet, and I just didn't have that, so this was the best I could do. All right, so to cap it off, this is kind of what the finished install looks like. As you can see, looks pretty clean. Looks almost factory, which is nice. And then you can see your power button, your take a camera or take a photo button, and then your SD card. And yeah, that's the finished install, except for that little nuisance of a loop in the back, but I don't think it's gonna be too much of a pain in the eye. So other than that, I'll give you guys a review once we get some footages and stuff, but for now I just wanted to do the unboxing and the install on it. And running the rear view lines. You guys can see. Oh, that's weird. That was a cop car back there. I don't know what that was about, but I ran it along here and then up here and all the way through. All right, after finishing running all this, I did have an extra foot or two that I was able to coil it up and leave it at the end, but it wasn't long enough for me to reach and go through the trunk door. You guys wanted a front view of how it looks from the outside. So you can see it blends in pretty nice. All right, and so this is how it kind of looks inside the phone app. So after you follow the directions and you kind of get it all connected, you should be able to navigate stuff like this. This is just me messing with the GPS location and seeing where I'm at, but you can also see that this is the rear facing camera. So it looks pretty clean, and now this is the front view of the camera. And so you should be able to switch off back and forth, but at the same time, it also does record the front and the back when you're driving too. And this brings us to the end of the video. So this is pretty much just an unboxing and installing. So other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and see you guys on the next video.